dispersed in a lot of collections and their digitization projects. So I can say that from a majority of the work has already been done for me, but what I'm interested in now, and from the stuff that we've looked at today with the data visualization stuff, and in the first day of the conference on digital storytelling, I'm interested in trying to pursue that for this project, because queuing stuff is literally just everywhere. It's everywhere and it's hard to track. I have an Excel spreadsheet trying to map out where am I going to go to these places across the UK, but then also not in the UK. They're like somewhere in the Philippines as well, but their digitization strategies are not well developed. So that's what I'm I'm hoping to work on for this project, to really try and find a method of telling the story of Hugh Cuming and his role in colonial Philippine botany, or the appendage or the extension of the British Empire's role in Philippine colonial science in general. So just to finish off with two things, that was really quick fire. A quick fire presentation, but just to finish off with two things, because I didn't get to share this with the fellows on our first day of the conference. Cuming was known to have sent a personal diary, so a diary with his recollections and accounts of his experience during his time across the Philippines, which he sent to William Jackson Hooker. And he sent the letter from Thavies Inn. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of Thavies Inn, but it's very close to here. It's somewhere in Holborn. So an inn is usually where a place where the gentlemen of society, scientists, and barristers today and solicitors would gather for lodging. So supposedly he sent a diary along with a letter to William Jackson Hooker, but that's never to be found. Who knows where it is? Might be in a private collection somewhere. Somebody might have it in their attic or in their basement. So if you do have any pointers on who I can turn to these types of things with manuscripts and archives, that would be also really helpful. But also, it could be more than likely, it might have been destroyed, disintegrated, lost at sea, who knows. It's still nice to hope that it exists somewhere. And the second thing, so I did get to show this to the fellows. These are the images that I took from Kew Herbarium a few days ago before we started the conference. These are illustrations and studies of orchids that Cuming sent to England, specifically to the botanist and illustrator John Lindley. John Lindley was responsible for doing a lot of illustrations for botanical registers, such as this one called A Wreath of the Most Beautiful Orchidaceous Flowers, and botanical registers would basically be a documentation, or like an updated list paired with illustrations of flowers and plants and stuff that they've discovered in the colonies. So that was one of the botanical registers, but what's more stunning and absolutely beautiful was the studies for those illustrations, which I'm hoping to look at more in depth. What you would see in these illustrations is that the specimens sometimes would be incorporated in the study themselves, and that's really interesting. It's really beautiful and really nice. But gathering the stuff that the curator has uncovered, because it was the curator who found these for me at the Kew Herbarium, it's interesting to know as well, like, the mentalities of botanical illustration. Why were they doing it in this particular way with these methods? But yes, that's my research, and thank you so much.